signs. This is your girl, Venus Archangel, here with another love reading for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that's totally fine. Alright, y'all. If you guys want to follow me on my social media, it's in the description box below. I've got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I mostly post on Instagram and Facebook. Twitter, kind of, it's cool, but, you know, I like Instagram a lot because I like pictures and stuff. You know, I used to be I say I used to be a photographer, but I was a straight up amateur photographer, but I love taking pictures, so. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what's going on in your love lives today. And I know I'm saying love lives, and I was trying to change it to tarot readings, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I love tarot. I love love. Let's do this. Okay, so you had a couple days of just plain old, well, you just had one day of plain old tarot reading. And it's back to love, okay? Let's see what's going on. You don't have to hide your feelings anymore. The underlying energy is the Lovers. Underneath that is the Knight of Wands. Underneath that is the Queen of Swords. Underneath that, you have the Page of Wands. Okay. So, you have the Lovers as your underlying energy. Pretty much all those cards, to me, tell a story in itself. Okay. Tell a little story in itself. And I'm going to run it through you really fast here because we only got 10 minutes. So we start with the Page of Wands, the adventure, the passion. I think something burns inside of you guys. Like, I feel like you guys may have, like, this new awakening in yourselves. Like, something that, you know, that passion that you can't deny. And I feel like that urge to change, to shift, to kind of, like, bump your elbows a little bit from the same old is what's kind of inspiring all this. But I feel like this new passion, this newfound passion, it was for the Queen of Swords, or for, you know, or it's for some sort of truth that you may have about some sort of situation. Because the Queen of Swords could very well be an Aries, Leo, a Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is Aries, Libra. Sorry, oh my gosh, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm tongue-tied today. But this could be also, you know, you're fired up. You're fired up because you know your truth. You know your truth. You become more aware of your truth. This fired up energy has become your truth. And you become more serious about it. But I think this is also some sort of passion towards an air sign or a fire sign. And the reason why I also keep saying fire sign as well, because you have the Knight of Wands about it. Now, I feel like there's something here with this Knight of Wands. I feel like somebody may have maybe spirit something, you know, have had a little bit more fun, or went towards their true goals, obviously, because you have this passion, right? And I feel like that truth is what you guys are kind of going off of right now. You're leading your life with your heart. That's what the Knight of Wands does. He leads his life on with his heart. I know that you think the Knight of Cups does, and he does. But he takes action, he experiences things, and he grows through that. And the Knight of Cups just focuses on what he feels. And I feel like, you know, this exploration has led you back to some sort of connection, or led you towards a connection. If it's, you know, this is not pre-existing for a lot of you guys. I know some of you guys watch for exes, and some of you guys watch for a new, fresh relationship. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you just started to discover your freedom, and then you met a soulmate. Perhaps some of you guys. Now this reading is centered around those soulmates, and the reason in the beginning I said don't be afraid to express yourself. Don't be afraid to just, you know, to talk about it or be open about how you feel, is because you have the High Priestess here. That's the challenge. The situation is keeping things to yourself, keeping things quiet, you know, kind of hush hush, not opening up, okay? And this is not necessarily a bad thing, because you get closer to yourself, you can connect with your intuition. As long as you know how you feel at all times and you know what you're feeling, you can be able to decipher whether or not those are messages or just you feeling a certain way. But the thing is, the reason why I was definitely saying don't be afraid to communicate this is because you have the Nine of Pentacles crossing, which indicates to me that you are kind of stuck in a comfort zone at the moment. You may be trapping yourself in a gilded cage. You kind of keep your secrets close to you, because they're, of course, they're one, high in value. And I feel like at the same time, they kind of keep you safe, but at the same time as well, it keeps you from really connecting with this individual. Now, in the past, you have the Hangman. Obviously, that was what that Page of Wands was all about in the past. I feel like that spark, that surge of passion, really kind of shifted your you know, or brought you the perspective that you needed to see something about yourself, not about anything else, not about relationships, but about yourself. And I feel like that's cultivated some sort of, you know, some sort of desire. I think it made you more and more aware of what's important within yourself and how you feel. And I feel like that's why I feel like the focus now is about how you feel. And you're keeping it very private. You're keeping it very safe, close to you. And you know that it's within you. And I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is not the end game. It's not the end of it. It's a great card to have. It talks about independence. It talks about confidence. But that's the thing. It's crossing the High Priestess. That tells me that you may not have a lot of confidence coming out about how you feel. Or just communicating how you feel. Because you just discovered this. You just really understood to the fullest what it means to have emotions so deep, run so deeply, and how it can fuel, empower, and manifest into wonderful things. So it's understandable why you may not want to share it right now, but this is what's brought up. I feel like you're going to connect with somebody, or you have connected with somebody that's discovering themselves, or recognizing their emotions, or understanding what's so important about how they feel. Because here it could be that there's some sort of offer of love. But the thing is, I don't necessarily think it's straight up an offer of love from someone else. Or even from you, you know, because this is this Nine of Pentacles. You're kind of stuck in a comfort zone. I feel like this is coming. I feel like this is good. This is coming because you have the Six of Wands in your future. This is being recognized. But I feel like what you're doing right now is manifesting a relationship. Okay, you're independent. You know what you want. You're comfortable where you are. But at the same time, you know that there's more to this. You know that there's another step ahead. And I feel like you're not as afraid as if you were with the Four of Pentacles to take that leap of faith, but still, you're in a comfort zone. You're surrounded by your abundance, your success. You're not necessarily upset about being where you are. But the thing is that there's somebody that there's a Page of Cups. There's something brewing. That's what I mean. There's something brewing, something growing, and it's something to do with love. And I feel it will be exposed eventually, because I mean, how do you get the High Priestess and the Six of Wands and not get some sort of exposure or recognition from this? Somebody recognizes this, or you actually go out of your comfort zone, go out of this gilded cage, and let this be known. You communicate this, and you have the confidence to do it. You're proud of it. You know, I feel like right now it's not necessarily that you're ashamed of how you feel. Okay, especially if you had a Nine of Wands situation or circumstance where you maybe have, you know, there was somebody that was off and on that you were dealing with that wasn't very reliable. You still have feelings for them. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Or maybe you may have flaked out on somebody that was, you know, that you've seen as the Queen of Swords or Queen of Wands, right? Someone that's very intellectual, very smart, or someone that's very passionate and has this crazy amount of charisma and energy that's just it's contagious practically. And I feel like for some of you guys, you may have you may have flaked out on somebody else. You still have feelings for them. There's no shame in that. But the thing here is, it's about being unapologetically, uncritically, unjudgmentally accepting of your emotions 100%. And I feel like if you do that, if you accept how you feel completely, 100%, and walk it, I feel like you guys can accept it. Yeah, I feel it, I accept it, but it's walking it. That's the difference. Walk your feelings. And what do I mean by that? Feel how you feel, communicate how you feel, be how you feel, and have it no other way. Because if you can act like that, if you could be like that, the person will come, and you can meet that person, and you may even bring that person to you. More so than anything, you may just go out and take that person if you know who this person is, that you know who you love. The emphasis is about love. If this is not about any one person, if this is not about any person at all, this is about what it is that you love, because the Page of Cups talks about that. You have to walk what it is that you love. You have to be open about what you love. And that's allowing your creativity to flow. It's allowing you to manifest. It's allowing your heart to be able to breathe. You're suffocating it if you don't. Right? And if you're okay with doing that, if you're okay with just keeping yourself at a distance, keeping your emotions in, then cool. This message may not be for you. But if you are ready to kind of purge, to let yourself truly be who you are, then it's time to be the Queen of Wands. the exposure, the person that doesn't care about what anybody else thinks about how they feel. Like, your feelings are your own. Who has the right to judge you, to give you any sort of feedback on based off of how you feel, Earth signs? And I feel like you guys are saying like, yeah, I know that. And I feel like, well, do you? Because right now it's seeming like you're keeping it close to you because you want to keep it private, and it's cool that you want to keep it to yourself. But does it necessarily help you? Probably not. You have to be what you feel. You have to be authentic in who you are. And how you are is how you react to how you feel. It's what you truly admire. It's truly what you truly love. That's what makes the Queen of Wands so powerful. This is a very powerful card, along with all the other ones. Queen of Pentacles, your energy, right? Or the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. They're all very powerful queens. But this one in particular right now, especially with this situation, this is the shine. This is what you want to be. More confident in how you feel and how you carry yourself based on how you feel. And you can do that. And I feel like this will bring your love to you. Whether this is a career, whether this is a relationship, whether this is, you know, a lifestyle that you can truly enjoy that really matches who you are. You have to be authentic to who you are and how you feel in order for that to be captivated. Until then, you cannot deny this. You cannot deny how you feel. You cannot hide it. You continue to hide this. You know better. With this hangman, you know better now. So hiding this is only going to keep the Six of Wands, the success of being proud of the things that you do and being openly proud of it, or, you know, being recognized. Or it doesn't even matter if you're being recognized. Most importantly, it's just being proud. Being proud of the work that you've done. Because it doesn't matter if anybody approves of what you do. It doesn't matter if people have your back or not. Because people could just slander you instead. But it's about having the pride and the proud energy in yourself to know that, you know what? I feel how I feel, and that's it. And I don't care. That's what makes this perfect. Because all these people around them could just, around her, they could be really ridiculing her. And only a few people could be giving her flowers. And a success. But the thing is right, is that, because everything has, you know, can have a negative connotation, right? It doesn't matter what people think. It's only about what you think. What do you think about everything that you've been through? What do you think about how you feel? And if you feel like it's good enough for you, then go with it. Loving yourself is how you bring in a soulmate. That's how you bring in your dream career. That's how you bring in the things that you want. And I'm rooting for you, Earth signs. I was just talking about this with fire signs. Let's break out of this cage that we got here. Love you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Beginning of the fall sale is in the description box below if you guys want to book a reading with me. And as always, I will see you guys very, very soon. Love you guys to death. And take care. Bye now.